Hi there, it's Sue at Miller's Laboratory. Thanks for joining me today for week 4 of Roxy's Weekly Challenge 2025. This was a really simple project that Rachel did, but I loved it. And she just used old book page and then layered it with patterned vellum to make some pretty pockets. A very simple thing, but nice to have on hand for your books. So I have several papers here that I kind of gathered together. This is some glue paper that I was just using for another project. And I'm going to do that one first, and then we'll just kind of work through it and see how many we get done. Okay? So I want to keep these to a good size that will normally fit in my books. And like, I don't know, 4.5 or 5 inches wide is typical for me. So I'm going to cut these off a little bit so they're about 4 inches wide, at least this one. And I'll just kind of center it here too so that the writing is kind of in the middle, which I think will be nice. So how's everybody doing today? I hope things are going well in your little world. Things are going well in my little world. And I'm just really happy to have some time to escape down here to the laboratory and get some creative things done. It's like my favorite thing to do. All right, so this is fine, except we don't need it to be that deep. So we'll cut it off about here. Yeah, maybe a little more, because I'll fold the top down. Okay. And then we're just going to choose some vellum to go over the top of that. Isn't this pretty? So I just went on my computer and I printed some images from Heart and Soulful Design. They're very lovely, and that's what I'm going to use. I mean, look at how pretty that looks over that book page. You just can't go wrong with this. Okay, it's a super idea, Rachel. It's super. Okay, so I'm just going to tear the edge of this, the little white edge off. And, you know, Rachel is the queen of tearing with the ruler. I am just not so good at it. Someday, I aspire to her skill. She's really got it down. Let's just see if we can tear it from this side a little bit. Not very good left-handed, but we'll give it a shot. Just want to get a pretty good edge there to use, because I might use that edge on more than one pocket. Okay, now we have to do the bottom part too here. The key is to really put pressure on your ruler, I think, holding it down really good. Okay. All right. So now we just need this to be about, just going to make it slightly smaller than the book page. So right about here and right about here. See if I can see my marks. See that one. I'm just using my grid on my cutting mat here again to help me be fairly straight. Okay. And let's see, there's my mark right there. I'll just line this up along the bottom so it's squarish and tear. Okay. Now, Rachel used double stick tape, which I think is a really great idea. I don't have double stick tape. And so I'm going to try this with my Fabri-Tac, because I don't think it's going to warp as much with that. I could be wrong, but we're going to give that a try and see what happens. So I'm going to get it all the way around the edge really good. And then kind of spread it out in here, and I'm gonna try to spread that out with my finger so that it's even, because otherwise I think you're gonna see the little lines of glue that will be a little bit darker. So I'm using this little thing to see if it will do the job. I don't know, my finger's sometimes the best tool. But we'll see how this turns out. And I think it's great. I really can't tell where the glue was. It seems to be stuck down really nice. Isn't that pretty? Very, very pretty. Okay. And I was going to fold the edge of the paper down over the top, but I forgot to do that, and I think it's okay. It's 2 layers. It's going to be strong enough. All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and use another piece of this same book page, because why waste it? And we already know this is the right size. Let's just see which part of it I want to use. I kind of like this with the sort of fleur-de-lis type of a thing on it. So let's tear this edge off. You can make a lot of these really fast. It's very cool. Oh, I'm such a bad tearer. What I should do is just get my, I have a paper cutter that does a decal edge that my daughter got for me, and I should get that out. I would be better off with that. Okay. Let's just fold that here. I think I can probably just tear that by hand. There we go. And then we just need to cut it because it's a little bit long. But maybe we will try the folding over on this one. Oh, look, it says a bastard son. Let's make sure there isn't anything nasty on the other side before we plan on gluing it down. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to cut this here. Do the same thing here with the glue, with the Fabri-Tac. Wow, this is going to prompt me to get another journal started, because I'm going to want something to use these pretty pockets in, right? I actually just finished a big one, my Graphics Fairy project, my next one. We have to get those done pretty early, so you're not going to see that until next month, but I had to get it done, so that's what I've been working on. And then a Valentine one as well, which obviously I'm under a time constraint for that. So let's see if I like that folded over. That's cool. We can do that. Okay. Okay. And I'm just setting these all aside, and then when I'm done, I'll punch all the thumb notches in them. Okay, let's see what other book pages I found. This is kind of fun. It's from quite an old children's book called Little Bear, but I like the big font. I think that's cool. And let's go ahead and tear this one to about 4 inches wide as well. Or let's, this one can be a little wider maybe. See what we've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 4 1/4, just for fun. Okay. All right. And we can use the same piece, or we can find something on a different one, because I have several here. I have plenty to use. This one is one of my favorites because it's got the swans, and I just love that image. I would have to cut right there and use that swan on 2 different ones, but I think we could make that work. So let's see how we do with the tearing here. Get the hang of it yet, she said. Okay, I'm gonna just tear this a little bit farther up because I want that swan on there. Okay. All right, so book page underneath there, love it. And it can be about that deep. I think that's good, and we can see that pretty swan, and then there's another swan up here that I can use on another one. Okay, so we're going to make our book page. It's very cracky paper. And I'm good with that. Okay. And we just need to tear across the top of there. And we're getting there. It's just watching me tear mostly, isn't it? One thing that you could do with this, when I'm tearing the paper down widthwise, I could be folding it over to make some gusseted pockets, and that might be a good idea. Maybe I'll try that on the next set here. Because sometimes you want that so that you can fit something a little bit thicker in there. This thing works like a charm. If you haven't seen this before, it's for applying makeup or face masks or something like that. It came in a whole set of different sized ones, but I mostly use that large one. It's great for spreading glue. When the glue sets up, you can just peel it right off. It's like made out of silicone. It's cool. That's pretty. I'm going to have to do a really narrow thumb notch there so I don't chop the swan's head off, right? We don't want to do that. Okay, so now we have this, and we have this with the pretty forget-me-nots. It kind of obscures the, I don't know if I want to use that. It kind of obscures the text underneath a little bit. So we'll use the top and use this other swan. Obviously this is a little bit too deep. Okay. Swanee right there. Pretty. They're just really pretty, and you just add a little label on there or something and they're beautiful. I don't know if that's even necessary, but I'm going to keep doing it because I had a good result. Okay, those are pretty. Okay, all right, let's try something a little different here. So this is a calendar page, and I thought it would be kind of fun to have the lines and numbers underneath. This is really pretty here. This looks, see, here, let's try this. So this was the one with the forget-me-nots that I thought was too dark, but on here I think it's nice. Now, you know I love these little chads on the side, but I'm going to tear those off for this one because it's not good for the edge of a pocket, I don't think. So we'll go ahead and tear that off. And we're going to tear the edge of this off. And then I need to fix where I tore it before because I didn't do it very well. Get that little corner off of there. There. Okay. Let's see where we want to go with this. I love having this pretty edge around it, so we'll keep that. And we'll just maybe come over here to where the words are. We'll stop it there. I don't know how wide that is. That's about 4 1/4, like the other one. It's fine. Okay. And since I've got this, I'm just going to go ahead and glue it on, and then I'll tear around it. Why not? I won't have to measure or anything. I'll just be able to use this as the guide. It would be really fun to do a little extra collage. You could add other things underneath there before you put the vellum down, like a label or something. We could try that. Or you could use multiple pieces of vellum with different patterns on them and collage those a little bit. And a little seepage there. With the Fabri-Tac, you can usually rub it and it will kind of peel right off. All right, good. So we definitely could do another pocket with this. Let's find a different vellum to do. This one's really pretty with paisley. Oh, don't you love that? Wowzers. Okay. If only I had torn all the edges off before I started filming, that would have saved me so much heartache here. Yeah, okay. Just not very good at it, guys. Let's just give myself, I think part of it is because I'm so right at the edge. So we're going to go ahead and come in a little bit farther. There. We'll call that good. Okay. All right. Where'd my calendar page go? Like that. It's very pretty. Okay. Okay. We're tearing, we're tearing, we're tearing. It's easy when you have a big piece and you're tearing long. It's just not very straight there. And when you're tearing a really long piece, it's easy. It's when you get the little short edge ones. Those are the tough ones. Okay. Okay, and then one more here. Good, and glue. That's really pretty. You can hardly see the numbers under there, but you can. You can see them. Okay, let's try something way different. Let's try this page from a flower book, which is more white, and it does have a little bit of flowers on the side and then some text. So let's see what we've got here. That's pretty, but I think the flowers compete, or maybe they, I don't know, do they add something? I feel like I'd like it better if the flowers were on this side. I guess I could flip it. Would I like that? I think I would. And I like that little bit of blue coming on the edge there too. So let's do that. It's going to be a bigger one. Okay. Let's go ahead and tear this. And And we're just going to tear right along the top of the flowers here. Okay, and then we just need to tear here. And all right, honestly, I could go on making these all day. I could go on making these all day and it would be very fun, but I think this will be the last one, and then we'll just do our thumb notches and we'll take a look and see if we want to add any labels or anything on there. This is really a fun and easy thing. You could print one collage sheet on vellum and you could probably get like, I don't know, 8 or 12 pockets out of it, honestly. A great way to use up all the little scraps of book page that you have. Okay, so what punch do I want to use here? I have this circle one that's slightly larger, and I'm going to see if that one just is any kinder to me than the other one was. I'm not going to go very deep with these. Yeah, that's better. See, I mean, just like that. Easy peasy. Could probably do them all at once here. And that next one, I just have to be careful that I don't chop off the swan's head, right? Let's not forget that. Okay. See, I just put it in there and then I look at this side and this side. If they look about even, then I know it's pretty centered. Good. This is the one where I folded the edge over, so it's a little thicker. This was the first one. It's so pretty. All right. And then here's that last one with the flowers. I love that. Okay. I feel like that one definitely needs something. Let me grab my labels and get this out of the way. We'll just see what we want to add on there. Here's one box. I have a lot of labels, folks. Lots and lots. This small, pretty green one. There. We're going to put it like that. I like it like that. Okay. And you could obviously do more. You could do more collage here, add some other papers behind it, but I'm keeping them on the simple side here. When you put them in your book, you can always add something too if you feel like something is necessary that goes with your theme a little bit. Here's something smaller. Let's try something like this. I kind of really don't want to cover any of this up. I don't like that one on there. Let's see. Too big. It just needs something really tiny, if anything at all. Oh, this might be fun. I like that. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. And then this one could use something more decorative, really. Let me see. Let's grab grab another box here. I got a box here that's a lot of blue, and I don't really want blue for this. It's a little bit too big, isn't it? Gotta stay small with a pocket. How about something like that with a little bird? Maybe. No. No. I do like that one though. Maybe I'll use that on another one. These are sort of all like little Victorian ones. They're cute. Oh, this is adorable. Just don't know if I like... Ugh. Oh gosh. Isn't it frustrating when I can't just make a decision? It is for me. Maybe I just want something littler. I don't like the blue, but something that size might be better. Well, let me grab another box and I'll be right back. Okay, let's see what we've got in this box. I don't mind that. I have all these letters in here, and I think maybe one of those would be cool. Like a T. I like that. Let's do that. I'm just going to tear it down a little bit more so it's a little bit smaller. Ugh. Can we do it? Not very well. Okay, but I think it's okay. Yeah, I like that. We'll put the T on there. What does the T stand for? I don't know. Totally incompetent tearing. How's that? It seems to be the phrase of the day. Phrase of the day. Okay. Now we have a swan here, so we want something like, I like that. Do that. Oops. Excuse the scrap there. Here. 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 Okay. Very nice. Okay, but this one. Something smaller again, and it's going to have to go up in the corner. So maybe one of those letters, those little initials. How about a D? Let's cut that down with some scissors. I like it better over there. Okay. I could do this all day. This is kind of fun. Thanks, Rachel, for this great idea. Okay, we got two more here. This little bird one, I like. It's too white is why I'm having trouble with it. We could do the blue and kind of play off that blue. I think we'll do that. Like that one could use a little something underneath there. Like a little piece of something else. If we did something like that. Yeah, I like that. I just have to get a little glue on it. Okay. No! There we go. Yeah, I feel like that just softens that edge a little bit. Okay. All right, one more. Do we think we can use the bird on there? I do think we can use the bird on there. because it's got that orangey red color, and that looks nice with the paisley pattern. Okay, all right. So let's just clear my mess away here, and we'll look at what we got. All these pretty pockets ready to go in a book. That one with another swan. That one is really pretty. And that one is really pretty too. All right, so that's it. Thanks for joining me today, guys. It was really fun. Have a wonderful day. Bye.